Imagine a time before the Jedi Order, before the Republic, and before the legends we know today. What if the very origins of the Jedi were built upon secrets long buried and truths deliberately forgotten? This is the story of Kael Dorin, the Primal Jedi, a being whose mastery of the Force predates all recorded history. His influence was so profound that his existence was erased, leaving only faint echoes in the Force. Join us as we journey into the hidden past to uncover the legend of the first Force user, whose unseen hand shaped the galaxy's destiny. Prepare for a saga of epic conflict, forbidden wisdom, and a sacrifice that changed everything. A tale the Jedi Council never wished revealed. Kael Dorin's tale begins on Thyrsus Prime, a harsh and perilous world steeped in darkness. Even as a child, Kael displayed abilities beyond comprehension, moving objects with his mind, sensing emotions from afar, and glimpsing the future in his dreams. His connection to the Force was unique, blending light and dark energies in a way never before witnessed. Fearing what they could not understand, his parents abandoned him to the wilds, believing he was cursed by the planet's shadowy power. Alone, Kael's innate mastery of the Force enabled him to survive and even purify the corrupted creatures around him, while uncovering ancient secrets hidden beneath the surface. These early trials transformed him, forging a self-taught master whose journey would alter the fate of the galaxy. In isolation, Kael Dorin's exploration of the Force took him to uncharted depths. Relying on instinct and intuition, he uncovered abilities that surpassed anything known before. Deep within Thyrsus Prime's caves, he discovered kyber crystals resonating with both light and dark energies, perfectly balanced. Guided by visions, he crafted the first lightsaber, a raw, powerful blade shifting between white and purple, symbolizing his harmony with both sides of the Force. Through relentless study and meditation, Kael realized that balanced emotions could unlock extraordinary powers: healing, foresight, and even the manipulation of matter. Unlike the Jedi or Sith, Kael embraced the entire spectrum of the Force, laying the groundwork for philosophies and abilities that would echo through history. Kael's growing mastery soon attracted the attention of ancient dark-side entities whose power threatened the galaxy itself. The Umbral Lords, primordial beings who thrived on chaos, saw him as a rival. Malachar the Soul Render was the first to challenge him, wielding dark energies that could drive worlds to madness. Their legendary duel on Korriban reshaped the planet, as Kael countered every attack with perfect balance, ultimately prevailing through understanding rather than force. Further trials awaited. Vex'ahlia the Time Witch, who ensnared foes in endless temporal loops, and the Void King Nethys, capable of erasing entire star systems. Each confrontation tested Kael's resolve and deepened his commitment to harmony. His ultimate test came against Darth Nihilus I, a Sith Lord whose hunger threatened to consume all Force energy. In a battle spanning worlds and realities, Kael made the ultimate sacrifice, allowing Nihilus to feed on his power, but revealing the devastating consequences of such destruction. This act shattered Nihilus and nearly destroyed Kael, but it preserved the fragile balance of the Force for generations. Emerging from these legendary conflicts, Kael realized that true protection of the galaxy required more than individual power. He returned to Thyrsus Prime, now partially healed by his presence, and began to encounter others sensitive to the Force. These outcasts and survivors, drawn by Kael's legend, became his first students. Rather than imposing rigid rules, Kael taught them to embrace their emotions and seek balance, transforming pain and anger into wisdom and justice. Together, they established the first Force-using order, building temples attuned to the natural flows of the Force and developing a code rooted in harmony. Under Kael's guidance, these new guardians mediated disputes, healed wounds left by ancient evils, and spread across the galaxy, laying the foundation for all future Force traditions. As decades passed, Kael's physical form began to fade, but his quest for understanding only deepened. In his final years, he achieved a transformation never before seen, separating his consciousness from his body to become the first Force spirit. From this ethereal state, Kael could observe the galaxy, guide future Force users, and continue learning beyond the limits of mortality. Yet, he saw his teachings begin to fracture as his students' descendants split into factions, some clinging only to the light, others drawn to darkness. Rather than intervene directly, Kael chose to subtly guide key individuals throughout history, ensuring that the knowledge of balance would never be completely lost. His invisible influence shaped pivotal moments, quietly steering the galaxy toward harmony even as conflict raged. Kael Dorin's legacy endures in every act of courage, every moment of compassion, and every choice for balance over extremism. Though his name was lost to history, his influence shaped the destiny of the Jedi and the galaxy itself. He proved that true power lies not in domination, but in understanding and harmony with the Force. Through sacrifice and wisdom, Kael became the Eternal Guardian, an unseen protector whose greatest triumph was ensuring that hope and balance would always remain, even in the darkest times. His story reminds us that the Force is not simply light or dark, but a living energy to be respected and served, and that true immortality is found in the legacy we leave behind.